Hello everybody, this is Gregory with Permanent Weight Loss Made Easy, where there should be no hesitancy in your weight loss and in your weight maintenance. Today we're going to talk about what to do with the stretch rolls, the stretch marks, the fat rolls, and all the jigglies that you might have after you've lost your weight. Now before I begin, if you need help with weight loss, contact me through the Clarity FM link found here in the episode notes. Also check out my 2 books, which you can find on Amazon. Also check out my podcast, The Awakened Man, and my other podcast, The Cinema Rag, both of which you can find on Apple and Spotify. And lastly, if you appreciate my content, there is a link for PayPal. Now, some people who are at the beginning of their weight loss journey be like, I wish I had stretch marks and fat rolls and all these things. And certainly I understand that. Everybody's at a different part of their journey, and we don't want to begrudge or envy anybody who's lost some weight or has lost a lot of weight and has lost a lot of weight and has not yo-yoed back and gained a lot of weight and so forth. So those who have lost the weight, this can be a problem. I'm certain that you can go online and see people that have lost several pounds, scores of pounds, 40, 50, 100, 150, 200 pounds. And they'll show pictures of their body and it's just sagginess. You know, when they move their arms, it's swishing back and forth, or when they juggle, it goes back and forth. Now, not everybody has that. Typically, if you lose your weight, well, obviously, if you lose less weight, you're not going to have as much of stretch marks. Women will tell you that even after they've given birth, a lot of them will keep their stretch marks. So a lot of it is the amount of weight that you've lost. Certainly, if you've lost 80, 100 pounds, you're going to have stretch marks. Now, personally for me, I have an episode on this. I talk about my issues with it. So I do have stretch marks on the side of my abdomen and underneath my arm here. And I do have what I call the bloopy. I'll put a link in the episode notes. And over here on the banners for my bloopy. So my bloopy is loose abdominal skin that I have. And so if I'm doing a push-up or anything like a plank, this thing will hang kind of like off the middle of my abdomen. And so when I shake or anything, it always shakes like 2 seconds later after that I've shook. So how do I deal with this? Well, early on when I lost weight, and I've had this since I lost the weight, so it's 30-something years. Early on, clearly I didn't like it. This was in college. This is when you're getting intimate with the opposite sex, and it was certainly frustrating. At the time, I personally didn't consider surgery because I'm just pretty adverse to going under the knife, and I felt like this is not something that I want to do. Now, everybody's different. And I think a lot of it has to do with how comfortable you are with the body post-weight loss and how comfortable you are with surgery. So I can't necessarily tell you what to do. I can tell you that it did take me some time to get comfortable with my body. And even today, it's not like I'll look in a mirror and be like, hey, let's shake the bloopy, let's play with it. My daughter, when she was 3-4 years old, she would like play with it and squeeze it. And I go, hee. You know, so it's really about what you do with it. Now, certainly, there's options. Some would say cryotherapy works effectively on it, like spot treatment of cryo, like if you get the one, not the full body, but the full body might work, but cryo can be expensive. But if you get one of the wands and you try it in that area, it might be effective. Again, it really depends on how bad it is that you have it. I think some people would say do the surgery if it really affects you, because there might be some surgery they can do to tighten the skin. Now, I am not a plastic surgeon, so I can't honestly tell you how effective that would be. Surgeons, of course, will tell you that everything they do is effective, but you might not be necessarily pleased with the results. So I would honestly, in closing, tell you, look, it's subjective. After I lost my weight, I wouldn't run without a shirt on. I wouldn't even go in the pool without a shirt on because I was so self-conscious about my bloopy and my post-weight loss sagginess. Now, I've been in the gym many times, and I've seen people who I know lost a lot of weight because they have the exact same sagginess that I do, and they know I have lost weight because they can identify it in me too, and we just kind of do we don't necessarily like, because it's all about gratitude. Is the glass half empty or half full? And the way I look at it, well, it's half full because we did lose the weight. And yes, this is a vestige or a residual effect of the weight loss, but I'd rather have the bloopy than be overweight. So look at the positives, because I remember reading a comment about a guy who lost a lot of weight, and he wants to know how to deal with the stretch marks. And I no doubt he's self-conscious about it. I get it, man. I was there. Now I run without a shirt on. I just don't care. Part of it is just the older you get, you just don't care. You just don't care. And I would say that, yeah, you know what? If you're 25, you're going to care more. You're going to care more. But if you're younger, maybe you're not going to care. So, and the question is also, do you have money? See, if you have money, maybe consider going into plastic surgery and getting it done. But I really couldn't tell you, and this is something you can certainly look up, but just be kind of, look askance at like any videos or any doctor, anyone that tells you they can get rid of stretch marks and flabby rolls. Maybe they can, but just kind of understand that there's no magical pill to this, and do the due diligence and research. And if you feel like this is something that you need to get done, then get it done. If you feel like you don't need to get it done, then don't get it done. I would tell you, with time, you'll get used to it. And remember that, hey, it's better to have lost the weight and have these things than not lose the weight at all. Guys, post in the comments. Let me know if you deal with these stretch marks and how you've dealt with it. I'd like to hear from you. Until next time, take care. God bless and pray.